If you're watching this explainer, you've probably survived your fair share of brutal 3-hour board meetings that, well, let's be honest, could have just been an email. Believe me, I've been there, more times than I care to count. Today, we're pulling some insights from LP Community Works to tackle a beautifully simple question.
How often should a board actually meet? Look, I'll give you the short answer right out of the get. Save us all some precious time. There is no magic number. None. It depends entirely on the actual tangible business your board needs to get done.
But, of course, that brings us to the default meeting trap. I literally cannot tell you how many boards just blindly inherit a monthly or quarterly schedule from whatever group came before them. Nobody questions it, we just show up on the third Tuesday because that's what we did last year. Tradition is a remarkably powerful anesthetic.
So, how do we find the right rhythm? You have to break that default habit. The practical reality of governance is that you must ruthlessly match your calendar to your actual level of required activity, not the other way around.
Think about what you're actually doing. Monthly meetings, those are for fast-moving execution. You're actively planning events, you're putting out fires, you've got open items everywhere. Quarterly meetings are an entirely different beast. Those are for long-term oversight and reviewing progress. And that's assuming, of course, that the day-to-day agonizing is actually happening somewhere else.
Then there's the hybrid approach. You keep a baseline schedule, sure, but you let the committees handle the grueling details. Honestly, letting a smaller committee argue over the minutia before bringing a polished recommendation to the full board is just a survival tactic. It saves everyone's sanity.
Now, let's diagnose the symptoms of bad timing. Because if your schedule is completely disconnected from reality, everyone sitting around that boardroom table is going to feel the pain.
The first symptom is meeting way too often. You definitely know this feeling. The agenda is paper thin. You find yourself having the exact same circular conversation you had last month. It's just an endless parade of updates with zero actual forward movement. It is truly exhausting. But contrast that with not meeting enough. That's when poor planning leads to sheer panic. Decisions get delayed, complex topics get rushed through without thought, and, my absolute personal favorite, everyone's calendar gets blown up with last-minute emergency meetings just to catch up.
So let's talk about the real fix. Because if your board is dealing with this kind of dysfunction, you need to course correct immediately. And you probably need the hard truth about what actually works.
And here is the crucial takeaway from the source material. More meetings with the exact same structure just creates more time spent without better outcomes. Throwing more calendar invites at a fundamentally bad process is not going to save you. It really just spreads the misery around.
Here's what actually drives real progress. Clear agendas. Expecting people to actually review their materials ahead of time? What a wild concept, right? And, actually making decisions. Once you fix how the meetings are run, the proper frequency of those meetings just naturally reveals itself.
I'm going to leave you with a blunt question to take back to your own governance groups. Are your meetings genuinely built to make decisions, or are you just meeting to meet? Really think about it.